Good morning, friends. Your friend Rakesh Mishra, all the way from Toronto, Canada. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. So today, Monday here, September the 11th, 2017. Okay, so as you might have seen the headline, and the today's topic is focusing just on cost and ignoring the importance of value, keeping us small and mediocre. Why? Let's cover this today. So if you are listening or watching to this video, the chances are there that you are either of these, one of these three categories, or maybe more than one. Either you are at your job, or you are a self-employed, or you are an entrepreneur. Or maybe you took some time off like me, doing nothing. Yeah, short a while. Okay, so chances are there that out of those three categories, job, self-employed, or entrepreneur, you are part of one of the category. Yeah. So as I sit here, that focusing just on the cost and ignoring the power of the value, keeping us a small and mediocre. How? So when you are in the job or self-employed or entrepreneur, there is always a next level, because whatever the category you are in, chances are that you are kind of feeling stuck, or you want to grow to the next level. So how to go to this next level? So the easiest way is that find a role model, that find someone who you want to become, and then try to approach that person. You can invite that person for dinner or for lunch, or as simple as that, approach that person and sir or madam, I want to buy 1 hour of your time, or 2 hours of your time, or a lunch or dinner, and just sit with that person and just be open that I'm struggling and I want to become like you, but I'm struggling. Can you help me to go to the next level? But some people might think, buying a dinner or buying his time might be very expensive for you. Means you are focusing on the cost, not on the value. How much? If you're in India, maybe you have to spend $3,000, $4,000 or $5,000 to take him for a nice place a dinner. Less or more. Same thing goes here in North America or in Europe or anywhere else. Focus on the value, ladies and gentlemen. Only one idea. I'm a little distracting here. People like my virtual coach, the places, the people I have attended their conference, like Christian McCulson. I was there in Fort Lauderdale. He charged $100,000 US for 1 day coaching. And he invited the person who took his 1 hour, 1 day coaching. That is 100,000 US. It's like around 60 lakhs Indian rupees for 1 day. Person like Tony Robbins, I don't know, but I have heard that he charged $1 million plus for a day to consulting. So what they will teach? They will not teach to write the book. They will teach to change one process. And these are the people who are making multi-billion dollar a year. So changing one process might bring another 500,000 million in that business. So those people, they know the power of the value. So they focus on the value, not on the cost. So those are little big talks. Let's come back to the place where we are. So no matter which level you are, always there is a next level. And to go to the next level, there are resources. There are free resources and there are paid resources. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here focusing on those paid resources. What paid resources will do? They will shortcut the time. Same thing, it might take 4 or 5 years to learn, and still it might not be that effective because you'll be doing so many trials and error. But if you reach out to someone who has already done it, he or she may charge a money, maybe big money, but that will help you. So focus on the value, not on the cost, how much it cost. For instance, you are an entrepreneur and you went to attend the conference. So when you go to attend the conference, there is always a VIP seating. So if you can afford, always buy a VIP package so that you are sitting in the front, you are rubbing your shoulder with those VIPs, you will be interacting with those VIPs, and they, even if you just listen to them the way they talk, you will learn so many things. And if for some reason, if you didn't, you are not part of that VIP crowd, then during the lunch and break, try to interact with them. And chances are there that you are, staying a couple of days in that particular conference. Take that person for lunch or for dinner. Buy his or her time and spend time with you. So this is the focusing on the value. If you focus on the cost, oh, I have to spend $100 or $50 for his lunch or dinner, then you will lose, because you'll not be attending conferences every day. You go once in a while, so try to utilize fully. You took your flight, you have a hotel, you have your so many other expenses. So spending a couple of $100 more will give so much of value. That's what I mean when I say focusing on the cost will make you stay small and mediocre. I will give one of the example. You might have heard about the Toastmaster, and I was the president of one of the Toastmasters club, and I'm still the member to that club, Downsview Toastmaster here. So in the Toastmaster there is exercise that is called the table topic speech, and you become sometime you become the table topic master. Means you are conducting the table topic and you are asking the question people to talk about 1 or 2 minutes. And then there'll be one speaker, table topic speaker will be the winner. So I always has a practice, especially last 2 years, then every time I conduct table topic, I give a gift to have lunch with me, and I pay for that person for his or her lunch, just to share my story and take his story, because I wanted to become a business coach. So I was trying to find out that what problem they're facing, what concern they have. So that is one of the best way to interact with the people. So I started that practice, and I got so much value from there. So that's what I mean, that focus on the value. Yeah, so there are people around, and even if you have to pay for their time, do it. And next level is, if you are either you are at your job or you are in your entrepreneurship or you're self-employed, most of the time we try to get those free tickets or when company sponsor us to go for conference. That's fine, but I always encourage, try to spend your own money to attend those conferences, and you will get much better value. You'll be more sincere, you'll be more careful, because you are spending your own money. I always encourage, try to spend 10%, if not at least 5% your annual income on your personal growth. You will never go wrong. Suppose you are an employee, you are working in some place, suppose you are in IT and you are working in one of the skill, and you know that this is a new skill is going to come, but you should not wait that your company should send you for training on that particular skill. No, spend your own money and equip yourself with this skill, and then you ask for the raise if you're a full-time employee, or if you're a consultant, change the company because you have added more powerful skill you knew. So that's what I meant. Always focus on the value, and for that, even if you have to spend your own money, sometimes big money, do it. Believe me, it comes manifold. For instance, person like me, who did his own financial retirement in the last 10 years, who has come up so many adversities, so many challenges, and was an employee, was an self-employed, now an entrepreneur. So if one of the things I do is called the family coaching. So husband and wife, I coach for 4 hours. So 2 hours I spend time with husband and wife, and half hour only with husband and half hour only with wife. And then 1 hour I come up with the plan. Yeah. So for instance, if you have to pay $2,000 for such coaching, just $2,000, and if you are making $100,000 a year, basically that you are making $50 an hour, and for $2,000 basically you are giving your 40 hour earning to me or to somebody else. But that $2,000 maybe add another $50,000 or $40,000 or $25,000 annual your income growth or raise. So it's worth. So did you get it? What I'm trying to say? All these things I practice on my own. It will be very long. I have many such stories where I paid money when I go to mostly to US. So I start eyeing on the person who has really skill I want to learn, and then I somehow interact with that person, sometimes take for lunch or for dinner, or simply ask how much I can reasonably pay you for 1 hour time I want. And sometimes we stay in the same hotel and we talk and we clarify my doubt, and then we apply in my own business. Did you get it? So powerful, and so powerful. So try to, take that person you feel that you admire the person and you feel that you want to become that person. And if he or she is, rich, try to take that person out for dinner or for lunch or anyway on the Skype. Just jump in on the Skype or on the Zoom and have that half an hour and 1 hour session. Yeah. And when you learn, then you may want to start teaching other your friends. Find 10 families and 10 friends and start teaching. Not only that, sometimes maybe you find these 10 people who are similar minded and they want to learn from each other. And that is so-called, today is called the mastermind. Today is kind of, one of the very, very lucrative business as a business coach, basically as a coach and as a mastermind group. These are very, very lucrative and high earning resources popping up very, very fast, especially in the Northern American environment and for that matter worldwide. Yeah. So just learn from one resource and then develop kind of the mastermind for free. And then later on you can have a paid mastermind, because you start adding the value. Suddenly your reputation starts spreading, across the board, and people love to have your advices or your guidance. And that's how you increase first value yourself by paying big money, and then you transfer that value to others, and you may or may not want to charge for that. Yeah. So that's short and sweet today. This session is it was all about not to focus basically on the cost. Try to focus on the value. How much value you are getting. If you're buying a particular book or a particular course, how much value you are getting. Focus on that. Today, if you go lynda.com or udemy.com, there are so many of those learning platforms. Sometimes a particular skill you want to learn, $50 course, $100 course, $20 course, just do it. Yeah, I was just listening yesterday to this great guy what do you say, Maheshwari, Sandeep Maheshwari from this NCR area. And I was listening one of his very first those stories, and he wanted to learn photography, and he went and asked the guy, I want to just know how you do this basically development of this photo, in a particular way. Forget about other things. He wanted to learn just one skill, and he paid the money, he learned. And that became the foundation of his whole business today. This imagesbazaar.com, that's how. And now he just do these free events, and impacting millions of people around the globe. So ladies and gentlemen, add those values in you. I will love to add value in you. Just I started now helping so many now these days. I'm getting calls, but slowly I'm getting those common questions. I'll create some kind of a video, a course or something, and put for free for you guys. So reach out to me. There are people being never approached, and they will love to help you. Yeah. But if you just, sometimes you ask, sir, can I pay you for 1 hour your time or for your lunch or dinner? Most of the time, they will not even ask for the payment. They'll say, okay, at least you ask, come over. So ladies and gentlemen, be open even to pay for that. But most of the time, you will get those values for free. Try to approach from your side. That is the best way. That is the best way to increase your value. Okay. So now onward. So today's task for you, try to pay for one service, one course, or one person which is going to add value in your personality. Yeah, can you do that? And if you did, just try to share it. So with that, thank you very much for joining me today on this Facebook, and see you tomorrow with some other idea and some other learning and some other sharing. So with that, as I always salute to you, I love you all, and stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone to add some special value, some extra extra value, some next level value in your personality. With that, see you tomorrow and have a wonderful time. Bye bye.